My name is Aleksi Ann. I'm an artist here in North Battleford, and this is my studio dog, Buck. My big love is acrylic painting, for sure. Play and experimentation is a big part of my practice, so I use a lot of pastels, watercolors. I love neon lights and glitter and all these kind of really extravagant things. I do a lot of beadwork right into my paintings. I am very, very inspired by the history here in Saskatchewan, Métis culture, so the Batoche region shows up a lot in my landscape work. I have a lot of family ties to that area. I'm also inspired by pop culture quite a bit, so things like UFOs and sci-fi creatures will show up in my work sometimes. My background is in museums and in movie theaters, which is two very different worlds, but I find they both kind of creep their way into my work. I managed a movie theater here in town in North Battleford for a couple of years, and before that I worked as a projectionist for 14 years, so I was in movies for like half my life. And I managed my hometown museum a couple seasons, so I've got that kind of museum background too, which is probably where my enthusiasm for history and culture kind of comes into my work. I don't remember ever not doing art. I didn't go to daycare when I was a little kid. I went to work with my dad, and he managed a bowling alley. And we had a lot of seniors come in during the day, and I used to draw pictures just on like the bowling alley scorekeeping pages. And I would actually sell those to the seniors for 25 cents each, and I would save up my quarters to buy like chips and pop at the bowling alleys. So I've been making art and selling art since I knew how to hold a pencil. If I have a crazy idea and I wonder what that's going to look like, I just give it a try. If it looks terrible, you learn something, and if it works, you learn something else. Yeah, I really recommend playing. And also not being hard on yourself. Art is a really freeing place where I let myself make mistakes. I let myself make really bad art sometimes because there's really no consequences except for learning when you do something bad in art. So it's really liberating in a lot of ways. Like if I go for a couple weeks without making anything, I get really dysregulated. I get really stressed out. So it helps a lot with my mental health. Just having that kind of freedom to make mistakes and do whatever I want. Just keep playing. You don't have to be good at drawing to be able to make good art. It should be about having fun, I think. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing.